Hey everyone, it's your girl Stephanie. How are y'all doing? I hope this year's, I hope you're okay. I've actually been kind of busy and I'm really excited to finally share what I've been working on with y'all. If you see my content for the last few years, you know, I've been playing around with making some jewelry and I have been wanting to create like a small business of jewelry, accessory pieces, and we're doing it. It's called Sojie, S-O-J-I-E, which is just Josie reconfigured. I didn't really want to just come out with things like necklaces or bracelets. Like, honestly, I think that those are things that I might do down the line, but I wanted to make things that are a little bit more functional or something that you not just like wear with one outfit and then kind of forget about. My very first collection that I'm coming out with here are phone lanyards. And we have 6 different colorways here. These are all made from semi-precious stones, check glass. So they're all like higher end, higher quality kind of beads. I felt like all the phone lanyards I saw, they're made from plastic, which is a functional thing, but this is kind of a more elevated version of that. So the first 3 here we have are kind of like the more, just like a lot of different beads going on, little bead mix here. Like I said, a lot of semi-precious stones. So there's a lot of jade up in here. We have Baroque pearls, rice pearls, check glass beads. I can go in a whole lecture about check glass, but it's fire polished, really beautiful. There was a lot of thought, I will say, into literally every single bead. I inspected and touched every single bead. Is that weird for me to say? Is that, I don't know. Hopefully that's not like a weird thing for you to think about. All the findings are stainless steel. The wire used is also stainless steel, wrapped in nylon. I'm actually gonna put a little clip in a bit of the process of figuring out how to make the closures as secure as possible, because this, like I said, is like semi-precious stones. So this is not necessarily the same as a traditional phone lanyard where you can kind of like bang it around. These are like hardy stones, but I would not recommend using it as like an actual wristlet to like swaying your phone around. I will say they can withstand that. They can withstand a lot. I have a few testers. This is why like over the past few months I've had a couple testers cycling through and trying to see like how much these can withstand. But yeah, in a bit I'll show like the clip of how I prep these to be made. Here we have 3 different kinds of jade. I had to pause here because I really started going in on each individual bead, but this is a sneak peek video. I will be posting another video when I do drop, which is going to be really soon. That video is actually going to be a tutorial on how to make these yourself, but I will show every piece that I'm releasing in more detail. All of these will come with this little piece here that you can use to put into your phone. Here we have the phone case, this little piece here. You just have to stick it through. Sometimes you gotta give a little bit of a push like that. And you put your phone back in. And there you go. You're ready to clip one on. Just like that, isn't that so? I just love this one. Honestly, this one might be my favorite. And you can use it just like for a little bit added security. I would not recommend you like dropping it and doing this all the time. But again, like I said, I've made this like as secure as I can. I did want these to be able to be worn as necklaces if you really wanted to. So it's like a multifunctional product. I can do this, but it's like a real choker. So as an add-on that you can purchase, I made like these little chains. We have just 2 little lobster clasps here. And I mean, if you want to wear it actually end to end, it will be around a 16-inch standard necklace like that. Honestly, yeah, like I would only need to, it's like that much of the chain. And this is all stainless steel too, like for a little bit longer, like that. So yeah, that's gonna be a little added thing that you can purchase if you wanna make it into a necklace as well. So these are not for sale yet, but they will be like very, very soon. If you get to the website, shopsojie.com, if you want to provide your email to be put on the mailing list for when the site goes live. If you want to get some close-ups and stuff, that will be on the Instagram. Please follow the Sojie Instagram, by the way, and you can get all the updates and stuff from there too. I'm releasing these things in batches, so they're not going to be made to order. Once I release it and it hits, you know, the amount that I made, that's it. Hello, another really abrupt pause here, but right after I said that, Josie got sick, which is a very rare occurrence, so we took a bit of a break. When we come back, it looks a lot different, so I apologize about that. Where was I? I think I was talking about like where I source the beads. Oh, so I actually get all of the jade and a lot of the other beads from a seller in California. I first found them on Etsy, and now I just buy directly through their website. We're like emailing. I feel like I'm creating like a relationship with them. I have like sold out or purchased a couple of these jades, like the rest of their stock. And then there's no like reordering it on their end even, because once it's gone, it's gone. And that's how it works in the bead world. That's what happens. Honestly, I love reading like Etsy shop profiles of like bead sellers, because like a lot of them say stuff like that. Like, that's just how it is in the bead world. You just gotta get it when you can get it, because once it's gone, it's gone. It's true though, so that's why I can't really do things to order. I think if a design does well, or if I like a design, you know, then the next iteration of it, if some of the beads are sold out, then I'm just gonna have to like change it out. I almost forgot about this, but I'm gonna put in now how I start off the lanyard and how I try to make it as secure as possible. I'm not really sure how I'm like transitioning to this scene here. The thing that I like had to really work out the most was the security of the lanyard. I probably mentioned this beforehand, but you know, I obviously am not recommending to be swinging it all around on your arm, but I want these lanyards to have the strength to be able to do that. So the first thing I needed to address was the actual cord itself that the beads are beaded on, and I am using this bad boy right here. This is the FlexRite 49 strand nylon coated stainless steel micro wire. So it's 49 strands of stainless steel wire all twisted up together and then coated in nylon. It's honestly very strong. I have the 0.60 millimeters, pretty much the thickest gauge that I could use for like many of these beads. It's flexible and it's strong. I really like this stuff. So that's the initial thing that I needed to use, something that would be long lasting, durable, all that good stuff. And then I also had to address the actual closures themselves. I really, really wanted this to be a strong closure. I ended up dipping and sealing every single crimp in resin. So it's encased, each little crimp is encased in resin and then encased in its little clamshell collet. I'll show y'all in a minute. So I think, I really hope that it's secure, because if that doesn't make it secure, I don't know what would. This is what they're sealed in. JB Super Weld. I love this stuff, by the way. It's a UV resin glue, so it pretty much hardens up in like 4 seconds, but I'm paranoid, so I do at least like 30 seconds, or I just like leave it under the lamp. I have already cut the wire to size, and then I went ahead and crimped all of them. I used the 2x2 millimeter crimp tubes. Typically, I'll do the initial crimp and then after I've done all of those with the crimping pliers, then I go in with my larger regular pliers and I give it a nice squeeze. Opposite way that I was squeezed before with the crimp pliers, just to really smush it in there. And I leave a bit of space to actually cut off later. You wanna smush that wire in that crimp bead, and so it kind of needs a little bit something at the end for even more security. I don't know how to explain it. Am I explaining it? It just needs something on the other side. It can't just be crimped right at the edge, because it could just slip off. But if you have something on the other side of the crimp, it catches it better. I cut off all the ends, and then here we are now. So I'm at the point where it's time to glue. I put some of the Super Weld in this jar and I just dip it in the jar so it's fully immersed. I got these 3 guys here. This is my little UV, cheapo little UV lamp. It's actually the first time I'm gonna be using it. I got it for free actually. So we'll see how well it works. I also have a couple others. Okay, well maybe you can see it. It's obviously in a black container because I just don't want it to be getting any sunlight or whatnot, but I'm gonna take these 3 here and dip. They're fully dipped. Let us cure it. Apparently this stuff hardens in 4 seconds, which is really crazy. But I use this glue for like a lot of stuff. This glue rules. Wow, this is like really terrible filming. There we go. You can hear that it is hard. Totally encased end there. And then after that, I go in with the clammy-calls. These are clamshell collets. Stick it through. And I think I've mispronounced these like 3 times in this video, by the way. They're calottes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I don't know if like this pump action situation works, but I always do it. Like squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. These ones, I'm a little bit more careful because I don't want to dent it. Make sure they're really even. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay, so here we have one end ready for a little jump ring and the little clasp as well. Wasn't that cool? Really cool. Thank you all so much for the support and love over the years. You have gone through some stuff with me. Thank y'all so much. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.